As you can see on the screen, those are healthcare assistant positions, ward attender positions, staff nurse positions, radiographers, medical coders, and so many other positions that are currently available in some hospitals in the United Arab Emirates. So if you are someone interested in getting a job in the healthcare field, I want you to stay tuned to this video because I'm going to be sharing some few vacancies in some hospitals, and I'm going to be guiding you on how you can structure your CV so that you can apply and get a call in any of these hospitals. I know it's been a long time without me making any video, so I want to just reassure you that I am back now, and I'm going to be sharing with you more and more videos on a weekly basis, from vlogs, from job updates, and so much more. So let's dive into the topic of the day. Our first hospital that we are going to visit today is UHS. UHS is actually University Hospital in Sharjah. So this hospital is located in Sharjah, and they have so many different vacancies that they posted from last month, and they are diving into the new month with so many different positions. So if you can stay tuned to their career site, you're going to be updated with so many different positions on a weekly basis. So currently they have a position for a respiratory therapist, an anesthesia technician, a healthcare assistant in the high dependency unit, a staff nurse in the medical surgical ward, a healthcare assistant in the medical surgical ward, a staff nurse in the labor and delivery room. So those are some of the positions that are currently available in UHS, University Hospital in Sharjah, and all you need to do is to go to their career site. When you get there, you go to the career section, you'll see the updated list of vacancies, and from there it's very easy. You just need to click and follow the instructions and apply. But before you do so, before you apply, what do you need to do? You have to make sure that the CV you have, always remember that your CV that you have at the moment, it might be a personalized CV for a particular department or a particular specialty in the hospital. For example, maybe you have made your CV and you have specialized mostly on medical surgical ward. So, but you are applying for a position, for example, in the ICU or in the HDU, and you know that you are qualified, you can do the job, but your CV is talking mostly about things that you did in the medical surgical ward, right? So what do you need to do in this situation? You need to make sure that you update your CV before you apply for these positions. So the mistake that most people make is that they take one CV and just apply to all positions. You know, as a nurse, nurses sometimes specialize in different departments, so, or different subspecialties. A nurse in the ICU might be specialized only in the ICU, right? But she can do so many things. She can work in the long-term care, she can work in the HDU, she can work in the medical surgical ward, but her CV is saying that she has specialized in the ICU and she can work mostly in the ICU. So when you see a position in the medical surgical ward and you know that you can work in the medical surgical ward, it is very easy. Just take some few minutes, just go back to your CV, just try to highlight, just try to let the recruiter to know that you are also open and you are very well versed in everything that is being done in the medical surgical ward, and you can actually work in the medical surgical ward. So it is very easy. But if you just take one generic CV and just apply to all positions, you will hardly get a call. Someone who has specialized, who has updated her CV to reflect that she can actually work in the medical surgical ward and apply for a medical surgical ward position, they will definitely call that person because it aligns directly with the job description. So those are the things that you need to put in your mind, right? It is very easy and very simple. Just make sure you update your CV and stop making your CV to be very long. The next hospital that we are going to visit today is Mediclinic Hospital. They have more than 7 to 8 positions currently for registered nurses. So they have a position for a registered nurse in the maternity, they have a position for a registered nurse in the pediatric unit in the Mediclinic Abu Dhabi and in Mediclinic Dubai. So they have different positions for registered nurses, and all you need to do is to go to the Mediclinic careers page. Once you get to the page, you make sure that you create an account. For Mediclinic, you need to create an account. So once you create an account, they're going to ask for your email, for your mobile number sometimes, and you need to put in the password. So once you create an account, you're going to get into the career site, and from there you need to upload your CV and fill in the information. And once you fill all the information from there, you can now submit your profile for any job that you see, any vacancy that fits your qualification or your experience. So they have currently positions for medical coders and for radiographers, for registered nurses, and so many different positions in Mediclinic in Dubai and in Abu Dhabi. So if you are interested, head now to the Mediclinic website, create an account and apply. Remember, Mediclinic is a very huge facility. Therefore, for you to get a position into Mediclinic, it will be very difficult. And it is difficult because people are doing just the generic stuff. You think that the same way that you apply in a clinic, you are going to use the same way to apply to a very big hospital like Mediclinic. No, it doesn't work that way. You need to make sure that your CV aligns to the job description. You need to make sure that you tick all boxes and apply and hope that you get a call. Another thing that you can do to get a job here, especially because it's a very big hospital, you need to actually go to LinkedIn. Try to connect with recruiters working for this company. Try to reach out to them. Try to find someone in the company that can recommend you to any recruiter or to any hiring manager. Explain to them what you can do and share your CV to them so that they can help to recommend you when something comes up. So those are some of the easy ways that you can actually get an interview, because now it is mostly most of the jobs that people get in the big companies is through recommendation. That is the truth, right? But if you don't have any recommendation, then you need to make sure that your CV is definitely top notch, right? You need to make sure that your CV is quite simple, but it should follow all the ATS rules and regulations, because if you miss anything, your CV might not even get to the recruiter, right? So try to reach out, look into my previous videos that I talk about the ATS, and if you have any questions, feel free to always comment, and I'm going to share a little bit of advice regarding your CV again. The next hospital that we are going to talk about today is NMC Healthcare. NMC has so many hospitals, and I've been talking about this company for a very long time, and it is now very easy for you to apply to NMC. So it is no longer the very difficult way of creating an account. Now they have an updated site, like I've been saying. You can easily go to the site. You don't need to create an account. All you need to do is go to your career site, search for the position that you want. Once you search and you find that position, then you click. From there, once you click, they'll just take you to a page where you need to upload your CV. So you don't need to create an account. You don't need all the long process. Just click, update your CV, fill in the information and submit. And remember, read the job description. So they currently have about 7 vacancies for ward attenders. So who are ward attenders? I don't know if that is a glitch on their system, but today I checked and they have 7 vacancies for ward attenders. So now, who are ward attenders? Like I said, a ward attender is someone who assists the nurses in an inpatient or outpatient unit. For example, if you are a healthcare assistant at the moment, you certified healthcare assistant, and you are struggling to get a job, this is a position that you need to apply. You need to apply to this position because it will help you to get your foot into the healthcare field, and from there you can grow. So if you're a healthcare assistant now, I want you to go to NMC. Please apply for this position. The salary is not too bad. Maybe you can get from 2005 to 3005. It depends. I don't know how the hospital pays there, but you can get something. And the good part here is that it will help you to learn so much more regarding the hospital and how everything works. So especially for those who don't have experience, a ward attender position is very good, because your job is to help the nurses, like for turning and positioning of patients, like taking patients for CT scan, for X-ray, for MRI, all those things. So those are the things that you are going to do. You are not giving any medication, but just there to help in the unit. So that is why they call you a ward attender, or sometimes they call them general assistants. So NMC is currently recruiting about 7. I saw it today on their site. You can go there and verify. They also have different positions for registered nurse in the ER, front office assistant, so that is a medical receptionist if you like to apply to that position. And they also have different positions for lab technician, for laboratory technician, and customer care executives, so, and a driver also. So there are different positions that are currently now on the NMC website that have been updated. So please go to the website, update your CV, read the job description, take some tips from that job description, add it into your CV so that you can actually rank high. So it is very important for you to read that job description. Very important. So you read, you update your CV, and you apply. It is very simple. That is for NMC. The next hospital that we are going to talk about today is American Hospital in Dubai. American Hospital in Dubai is hiring for so many different positions, and I'm very happy because all my previous videos, when I make a video and someone, they usually apply and to reach out to me later that they finally got a call. So that is why you see I keep on making these videos, and now I'll be sharing more and more of these videos to motivate you and also to encourage you to apply to these positions, especially if you don't have someone to recommend you, right? If you don't have anyone to recommend you in that company, make sure you listen to these tips so that you can actually get a chance. American Hospital is currently hiring for a medical coder. So if you are someone that is into medical coding, you can apply to American Hospital in Dubai. And they also have a dental assistant position that is open and a purchase executive. So if you're someone interested in purchasing, then this is for you. They also have a staff nurse medical imaging position that they updated today, and a locum assistant medical officer. So there are so many positions there: assistant medical officer, staff nurse in the primary care clinic, senior staff nurse in the dialysis, staff nurse in the oncology department, staff nurse in the NICU, staff nurse in the medical surgical unit, treatment coordinator, senior dental nurse, call center agent, and locum CT technologist. So there are so many different positions there in all of these hospitals. And please, if you are someone interested in any of these, I want you to go to the American Hospital website. It is just like NMC, very easy to apply. All you need to do is go see the position that fits your qualifications or your experience. Just go there, make sure you read the job description, take the points from this job description. It is very easy. They have made it very easy for you to just take some tips from this job description, some points from there. If you don't have these points in your CV, for you to rank high, you need to get some of these points so that when it scans, if maybe they have an ATS system, so when the ATS scans your CV, you can actually rank high. But if the ATS scans and realizes that you don't have any of these keywords, then your CV will automatically be rejected. That is the key, but people don't know that. So those are some of the tips that you need to follow. It's very easy. Don't go and start applying for 100 positions for one day. It is better you apply for 5 positions very well, knowing that you have applied very well, instead of just applying for hundreds of positions, right? So that is the key here. So that is why I'm still insisting that update your CV. Please update your CV. It is very important. I have tried to help people to update their CVs in the past, but now it is getting so much to a point where sometimes I check my email and I get about 300 people asking for a CV update. I have said several times that if I send a CV to you, a CV template to you, I'm not telling you to use that same CV to apply. No, I'm sending that CV to you to guide you so that you can prepare your own CV. So it is just to guide you to follow that same structure that is on my own CV, to follow that same structure in building your own CV. So don't take my own CV and start applying to all positions. For example, if I send my CV template to hundreds of people, and all of those people, they just take that same CV, just change your name, they just put their name and their picture and they start applying, then the recruiter sees their CV that everybody has the same CV. It doesn't make any sense, right? So that is why you need to make sure you just get the idea from the CV that I've sent to you and make sure you update your own CV in your own words, because 2 people cannot have the same experience, right? So if someone is coming from India, another person is coming from South Africa, you're working in 2 different hospitals, you have different experiences in those hospitals, so you cannot tell me that everything is the same. So try to switch these things and make sure that you update your CV. If you are having problems and you are looking for someone to pay, then I'm offering a service at the end of the day. But for now, I'm actually back to work, so I don't actually have time to actually build CVs for people. But again, I will keep on trying to help you. I'll keep on updating. And if you actually need a new template for a CV, just make sure that you put it in the comment section so that I can find some time to create a CV, and I will share it here on the channel so that everyone can benefit, right? It is better for me to share it with everyone than to be sending to each and every individual. It is very difficult that way. So that is that for today, and those are some of the hospitals that are hiring at the moment. Check out these vacancies, apply to these positions, and I wish you all the best.